Hello and welcome back to HOI4. This is Black Prince Gaming and we're back on Kaiserreich. We're going to be continuing off our American game today. So we had just reunified America. We'd actually claimed back Hawaii, and I think in doing so that led to Japan declaring war against us. So in the middle of refitting the navy, preparing it for war, and obviously getting garrisons onto the islands to make sure that we don't lose all of our land to Japan. So let's get into the video. Here we go. So I've reorganised the navy. They're just sort of all forming up into divisions now. I've tried to make multiple battle groups, which isn't something I normally do, but just sort of seeing how it goes. We've also got our submarines out, who are hopefully going to do a lot of raiding, and hopefully that's just severely going to damage the Japanese. We're kind of stretching them a bit here, hoping we can get some combats. We do outnumber the Japanese in terms of ships, so as long as we can keep them repaired and keep them sort of not overextended, we should probably have a quite good time here. So I don't imagine this will take long. I'm working on some marines now. I do need to upgrade the template because they're quite basic, but yeah, if we can get some good marines going, obviously that will really help us sort of smash in. Here we go, so we've done defend democracy. Let's go for recovery for the Civil War, and then we'll go for destroy radicalism, because I think my hope there is that I can do something to help take down resistance in the States and up compliance, which will obviously help us then core this land back into America. Okay, here we go. This is the launch. We've launched. Let's make sure that we're still combating terrorists. And we're also going to now take our main fleet and we're going to change them over to naval invasion support. So the fleet should gather, give us the shore bombardment we hopefully give us basically the support that we hopefully need in order to get this landing on Tokyo. Here we go. Come on. Yeah, still taking some damage out here in the seas with our fleets. Ultimately, I think we are doing enough damage to keep their major fleets into the ports and push them back. So that's kind of what we're aiming for here, just to keep them out. They're very good at taking out my submarines, although these are very basic submarines to be fair with fighting with. Here we go. The guys are on the coast. They've broken in. Tokyo has fallen. Immediately, let's go down here. Let's try and sweep up. You guys too, can you get somewhere else maybe? See if you can't cut across here. We're then going to take the front line. We're going to remove it. We're going to grab it instead and just flood everyone we've got basically in against Japan. Okay, you guys head up there. You're going to see if you can't just sort of make two big cut-offs. Where is the new Japanese capital? Okay, it's all the way down the South Island. That's fine by me. Yeah, you keep head there. Okay, hold. Yeah, and now continue up. I'm sort of trying to see if I can encircle them on their own coastline. Like you guys, for example, let's get you pushing up. Let's see what you can't do there. We'll keep four of you back and just support attacking with them. There we go. Japan shouldn't be long until it falls, and then that should be the whole faction. And we'll just obviously work towards capturing. We'll take everything because that's what this mod sort of wants you to do. And then obviously we will go ahead and puppet everything and have just friendly governments in Asia, which should massively help us out. This is completely securing this front. Okay, you guys are going to strike up, you guys are going to strike this, we go up there, you guys are going to strike there and there. You might as well support attack in. Perfect. Yeah, just real nice and simple now, just making sure that we're securing the Japanese islands. And yeah, they basically have nothing to really stop us now. This is all encircled up here. So yeah, they're basically just going to suffer now. And yeah, we'll just push them deeper into the pocket, get some more kills. Should be very nice and straightforward for us. Come on, push down towards Hiroshima. Okay, you guys now go up there. Perfect.
Keep moving.
Yeah, real nice work, just crushing the islands. Come on, Japan. Yeah, one of you grab that, why not? One of you go there. One of you sweep up this coastline. You're going to try there, come on, you can take that, surely. Perfect, there we go. And that's Japan dealt with. Okay. We will take everything, the entire fleet. There we go, taking it all. So now we should have the absolutely insane fleet of the combined American and Japanese fleet, which is probably going to wreak absolute havoc. Let's go for rebuilding America's roads. Yep. Industrial developments, let's do them. Yeah, we're just going to be absolutely insane now. Okay, and as we've taken Japan, let's go ahead and bring everyone home. Let's spread them out across America so we're not taking attritional issues. And everyone can come home, they can rest up, they can make sure they're trained up. Portugal is going to be our staging ground in order to take out the Spanish socialists, and onwards to the Commune of France, who I believe would be our next sort of battle. So yeah, we're going to send everyone across, and we are going to immediately come in, spend 100 political power, and let's get our economy just absolutely booming, with construction speed of positive 30% for the next year. And yeah, we'll join the trade agreement too. And we'll go ahead and join the conflict. There you go, yeah, you can resupply in our ports, and that should now be us as America into the war. So maybe it's time to showcase the raw firepower of the American army here. So let's go ahead and push across the line. Okay, looks like people are declaring on Japan as well, which is our ally. Wait, are you our ally? Yeah, state of Japan is still our ally, that's great. They have no units though, but that's fine. We're going to do all of the fighting. And there you go, look at our army starting to make its conquest across Europe, pushing out of Portugal. Portugal was so key that they held on to that as a landing point, because now we can just use their land to absolutely funnel soldiers through. We've got our commander from this battle group. He's back here ensuring that everyone is training up in his army, making sure that they're all prepped, ready to go, because they'll jump onto the front and probably relieve some of our other frontline troops while they heal up. So yeah, just keep on smashing our way through. Let's go here. Yeah, let's get Home of the Brave so we get less damage to our garrisons. And yeah, I mean, we'll probably go up to limited conscription too, or extensive, just to make sure that we do have a constant manpower pool that we are pulling from. There we go, you guys go in there. You're going to hold them. Just a nice little easy encirclement there, push them off that port, and there's a few of the Spanish divisions there taken. Yeah, very nice and simple. Yeah, and you guys are just going to continue the charge. Yeah, just smashing across the line. There is not much that can hold us. Obviously our army is huge, it's in, and we've got air support actually from not only our air, but it looks like our allied air is also coming in to play some good roles and impacts. And there we are on the gates of Madrid. So let's go ahead, get this unit charging straight for it. Come on, take Madrid. You pin them out there, make sure they don't get in and reinforce. you're going to do that as well. Just see if you can't break ground actually. And yeah, you come here, see what you can do. So there we go, you've got Madrid on 3 sides now, and there we go, Madrid has fallen. I want to make sure that our fleet can just, yeah, raid them into the ground, ensure the British are stuck on their home islands. Yeah, maybe even go in for the Mediterranean if you can, see how far you can go. Yeah, perfect, and yeah, you can see all of the different naval combats that are going on across the entire Atlantic Ocean. Obviously not all of them going in our favour, but we are slowly destroying their ships. So little by little we will basically leave the Union of Britain completely trapped in their island. There you go, a carrier taken from them. A few more destroyers, like we're taking some losses here, there, equal trades. That's a very good win. So yeah, just wherever we can, we are smashing their fleets. And yeah, now that we've got the Japanese fleet as well in, like we could just obviously we have so many ships to sort of reinforce ourselves. There you go, push up to Bordeaux. That would just be a nice point to take, just to give us that little bit more expansive land. What I'm actually going to do is I'm now actually going to tell you guys to get onto the front, just as almost like fillers. You're just going to help fill these gaps. I mean, I can't believe the absolute power that we have to the US. I guess winning that civil war as early as we did obviously is the important part of this entire war. Because yeah, now we can just absolutely build whatever we want and smash our way through. I mean, I was working on building up like a really strong air force, but I don't even think I need to. Let's get that for our navy. Okay, we can assume faction leadership. Let's do it. The Entente is now our faction. Okay, I mean, Marines, you might as well come over here now as well. Let's get all of you snaking through wherever you can. Just see what you can't push. Hopefully we can make some breaks, and it should just be simple enough to capitulate these guys. We can now take War Plan Black, which would declare war on the Germans. Do we go for that next, or do we... I guess we should try and finish the British first, and then we'll come back for the Germans probably once Russia's... Or do we go from now because Russia's going to fall? I guess we could just try and take out superpower Germany. I mean, we are, as I said, like absolutely smashing it, so why would we need to sort of worry? Okay, all of you, you're going to go down there. Half of you actually are going to come off and snake to Nice. Just so we've got these guys split up. Propose a deal with their government for more naval bases. I don't know why, we don't really need naval range in Asia, but you know, whatever. I want the global empire of America basically. And then we could even go to war with Russia if we needed to, so it does look like we've got plenty of options for conquest here. There we go. Going straight through, going into Italy.
Attention.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been nice and easy. I mean, look at the divisions that we've got here trapped.
Attention.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Just absolutely hammering through them. They don't stand a chance. Let's make sure that we're producing as much infantry equipment and much of this, and then we will shove the rest all onto planes. Come on, France, surely you got to capitulate soon. I guess not. We will try and snake our way up the entire coast then to help out the Germans, who look like they're struggling to take this part of northern France. So we'll see if we can't slowly but surely make our way in. And the Italians should go soon as well, because I mean, yeah, there's not much they can do when we're just pushing with this much force. I mean, the Italian state, I imagine, is probably having quite a fun time now that everyone's come over to our front. So I noticed the Canadians had made their invasion attempt, so I felt the need to go and support them. So while that's happening, hopefully it's a bit of a diversion while our guys make the landing here on Bristol. It does seem to have worked that way. Yep. So if you guys go support in Cardiff as well. Oh, and it looks like... Were they spawn-ins?
Attention.
They must have been. I don't fully understand, but...
Listen up.
Yeah, let's make sure that we're taking Cardiff as well. We need basically as much supply as we can in here, and then yeah, we're going to run a line down and work to basically take the entirety of the UK. Let's see if we can't cut them off here maybe. One of you stay behind, and then you can see if you can't go round to Plymouth as well, just so we've got this nice support base basically in the south. Okay, you get on that front, yeah. And you guys on that front as well. Yeah, let's make sure you're defending this nicely. Perfect. And I think, yeah, this should be quite straightforward, but I imagine this will be the downfall of the UK. You know, really helping secure ourselves in here. There you go. Everyone's now flooding into the tiles. Let's get them railroading around, get them moving out, and get them securing the British Isles onto this front. There we go. London has fallen. Let's make sure that we're getting people in there to defend it, because it looks like they're trying to push us back. Then we'll go up at Norwich. Yeah, I mean the UK must be close right now, aren't they? Yeah. I think if we take some of this Northern Scottish stuff, that would probably be it, which our guys are already snaking for. So that's great. Let's have some of you go across to Newcastle as well. Let's take that. But yeah, very much over for the British. And there we go, peace deal coming in. Perfect, there's the peace deal, lovely. So we'll figure out this, and then it will be looking probably towards the Germans and seeing if we're going to take them out. So here we go, we've prepared the American army against the German border. We're going to declare our war, we're going to go for it, and there we go, the Third World War has now kicked off. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to call the French Republic in. And that's the first sort of step we'll do. That's the only person we'll call in just so far. And then anyone else obviously can join as and when they think that's sort of the right thing to do. Let's go ahead and also declare our war on Flanders Wallonia. So these guys should be pushing in. And yeah, we will just aim to push across the entire front, and as people join, we have guys pushing, so that should be fine. So there we go, we'll go Sardinia Piedmont as well. Oh god, Kenya, everyone is returning to British rule, because we did liberate the British as well, or we gave it back to Canada so they could liberate it. So, has that just caused a massive fragmentation of Middle Africa? It might have done. So yeah, there's a bunch of new nations that have popped up here, which is probably going to cause a bit of chaos for the Germans. Let's make sure that we have these guys on another front line, pushing in basically straight after into the Danubian Federation if they can. And then yeah, our American army is just going to do their best to just charge in as much as possible. And yeah, we should make some decent ground here, even if we are just grinding men into the lines. I think just the amount of troops that we have, we will eventually break them. So there we go there and there. So we can encircle them at Strasbourg.
Go. Move out.
Come on, hit them there. Perfect. Encircled at Strasbourg. And now continue across. Can you make it across the river? That would be great.
Yes,
You guys, I guess we can start a front line, and if you guys are called in, you can go for it, but at the moment we're not called in, which is for the best. There we go, crush yourselves in. Let's finish off Flanders Wallonia, and then we can stretch this French front line all the way along. And basically then just have our troops pile out and hopefully smash in wherever. Okay, cut them off wherever you can. If you can go across Rostock maybe, snake around the north to Stettin, go to Danzig, just see how far you can sort of stretch their lines, because I think we massively outnumber them, at least in terms of units. Do we actually? Let's have a check on that. 462 to their combined. Oh no, they do outnumber us on units, but they've also got the Russian front to worry about, so we should hopefully be able to spread them out a bit too far for them to really do anything about.
Move out.
Yeah, you go there, and then down this coast. Yeah, we should have guys filling in and holding these gaps for us. There we go, we take them out of Berlin. Can we get a guy into the tile? Help out, pin them there, and then we go to the fall of Berlin. So how far is Germany? They're over halfway now by the looks of things, so we are working on taking them out. Sure, we'll go for whatever next. Let's now try and secure the tiles maybe around Berlin as well, just ensuring that we've got support in there. You come there. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we had them try and re-naval invade in by Rostock. Let's go ahead and make sure that our guys are making their way back in. Hopefully, if we can kick them out of the ports, it'll be a huge success for us. Come on, secure that port. Anywhere there? No. Okay, yeah, it's not going to be easy. They're going to flood a load of divisions in there, especially their allies across the globe will come into that. We continue to hold down here in the Italian mountains. It looks like they're sort of pushing this back a little bit. But yeah, basically as long as we can keep German army elsewhere and engage in other battles, then yeah, I think we should have a pretty good stab at breaking through here. Okay, let's see if you can't go down from Bologna to here just to cut off these troops around Bilbao. Anywhere that we can make nice little breaches and encirclements, obviously we need to take advantage of. So you come here as well. See if you can't come down somewhere like this and just cut off that bit of the peninsula. Okay, take two of you. And you're then going to follow the railway at Zaragoza, just to ensure supply is still ticking in. Okay, go for that there. Doesn't look like you're going to be ultimately successful, but we still do have loads of troops flooding in, so that is fine. One of these areas we will make this break, I'm sure of it. He gets in just before us, surely. Okay, yeah, no, they're still going to do some good work out there. These guys still hold, perfect. Yeah, we'll just take them attacking us all day. Like, it might just become a bit more of a grind like that. Let's make sure that we're getting recon companies and everything up and running. Engineer company, let's make sure that's going well. I don't know how the Germans have allowed this, but we have just managed to snake our entire army round, grabbing up every single fort on the Spanish coast. Let's grab a couple here actually and just make sure that we are taking Gibraltar as well. But yeah, obviously now that we've taken that, their supply situation is going to get pretty dire out here. So yeah, I mean we'll just push in with everything we've got and see if we can't make breakthroughs and just push them back and secure more territory back for our Spanish ally and just sort of clear up this entire front here on the west of Europe. Yes, this will benefit us both. We'll take trade with you, Australasia. Yeah, let's just go for supply hubs then. Okay, here we go, cut off here, and then we cut off into another German tank division. Well, two German tank divisions as well. Perfect. Yeah, we are just absolutely demolishing the German army here. I don't even know why they came so far into Spain, but you know, I'll happily take the casualties they're going to give us. Hopefully just keep working towards weakening them like this. And There we go, we have taken Madrid. Let's get this unit going across here, maybe just to cut them off even further. Yeah. Actually reinforcing this Spanish division too. So yeah, we have the entire army now surrounded and encircled. Let's go for it, see if we can't make any gains, especially where they've probably stretched themselves a little bit, damaged quite a lot of their own equipment. We can surely make a little bit of ground up as we go. You know, take a few cities, take places like Nuremberg. You know, just make their supply situation that much worse out here. Okay, you guys keep pushing in there, see if you can't secure that tile. Yeah, let's get a few more of you attacking there, hold them. There we go, we have actually managed to take it. We've taken Munich as well, so it's going well down the south. Yeah, we've managed to hold this, securing a nice encirclement of a bunch of their divisions here just outside of Nuremberg, including 14 Austro-Hungarian units. Get back, we now have pushed the little breach around Berlin just that little bit further. Oh my god, the Austrians are here in such numbers to help hold Leipzig. Okay, all of you, I want you all to push for Leipzig as well from here. Come on. Yeah, the roar of artillery, let's do it. Look at how burnt out these cities are as well. Like, we have probably just reduced these cities to absolute rubble just because of the amount of fighting that's happening just outside of it, the amount of artillery that's firing. Yeah, there were really no winners in this war because we have just caused so much damage. Oh, why does Poland now own all of this? They gave Poland Danzig. Is that going to push them closer to capitulating? It is, so just a couple more tiles here and we'll have the Germans done. There you go, the Germans have now capitulated officially. Okay, so now it's just a matter of taking out the Austrians, and that's game over. Let's go ahead, stretch the front line, and at the same time we're going to take your front line back down south to Vienna, and you're now going to focus on sweeping up as much Austro-Hungarian land as you can. So let's go ahead, draw you in a front line. Yeah, I quite like this sort of having these three divisions that are just kind of our mobile, actual pushing army. Like, obviously they have nothing more than the rest of the army, but they just have numbers, I guess. Like, it's just sheer quantity of troops. We've got a real like Soviet-Russian sort of method going here. Okay, HOI4 is having issues. Come on. We'll wait for it to respond, because I think this is just the Kaiser Pact actually breaking down. Yeah, you can see some movement still happening in the background. Okay, there we go. Peace deals all over. And Germany has fallen. Oh my god, and just everyone gets a white piece. Okay, I mean, we are just going to look to take pretty much everything. There we go, we hold all of this land. Obviously the Danubian Federation is in there fighting, but we are at the gates of Vienna, so the hopes is that we can finish this war right here. Come on, follow them up, let's see if you can't help them. I'm assuming that's just a lot of damage that's done to the entire Reichspakt. Everyone obviously is now joining the Austrian faction, which is now its own thing, but has a lot less members, although we are still at war with people like Ukraine, so I'm guessing they're still going to have military access and be moving through. Let's just check though, what's the end of this war? yeah, the end of this war is the Danubian Federation in my eyes. Just making sure that we've basically got complete control. Okay, and then we go battling through the lag again. It does look like we've managed to take down, take down the Austro-Hungarians. So I'll wrap up this peace deal. Hopefully we should get everything again, because yeah, we do have the majority of the war score. And then yeah, I will probably show the finale. I probably had to cut out quite a lot of that fight in there just because of the lag. The lag was so unreal. Like, I forget, late game Kaiserreich, the amount of units that are on the field. I don't know if it was maybe to do with the Qing as well still being around. They might have had a lot of units, but yeah, the front lines are just heavy with troops except for like German and Austrian basically. Like, we had the Swedish army down here trying to defend Ukraine over here, like when they're busy trying to fight Russia. So just a lot of different battles happening, but you know, that is wrapping that up now, and we have taken down the Austrians, which basically means we've taken out the two main powers here, so that should be Europe pretty much secure. So we're just wrapping up the last of our enemies. So we're taking out Sweden, taking out Finland, we took out Ukraine, Bulgaria, the rest of Italy, so you can see the absolutely ugly US borders that we have made here, right in the heart of Europe. Our industry is absolutely massive. 1,219 factories. There we go, just taking out Georgia as well, so we will we're probably going to have to let the Russians take that, so that's fine. We'll confirm an exit, the Russians can have it, that's fine. I just want to make it a little bit cleaner down there. Didn't want to end up with just border gore everywhere. There you go, you guys get yourselves out, get railroading away, and they'll go join the front up north, which, yeah, I mean, isn't really a front, it's more like a massacre, to be fair, of the enemy forces. We're just going to tell this guy to go all the way to Helsinki, and we'll see what he does. But yeah, at this point nothing can stop our military. The Russian Civil War, I mean, is absolutely insane, so yeah, there's not really much chance that they'll come out of things in shape for a fight either, so I think this is probably where we're going to leave it off. Just as we wrap up these last few nations here, just making sure that we take control of absolutely everything as well. And you're going to work down and ensure that Finland is gone as well. But yeah, I'm probably going to leave this off here. I don't think there's much point in me recording the rest of this as I just go and bash through the final European states. I mean, South America did get a little bit crazy and has been taken over by this sort of confederation here of Brazil, Peru and Argentina. But yeah, it wouldn't really be a challenge for us to land there and take that out. So I think the main war of this game is now done. We reformed America while staying as the American government. And then we came over, we conquered Europe to such a degree that, I mean, basically everywhere is US territory now. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next in the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.